I gave both of you instruction in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. I'll give 1, 2 warnings. After that, points will be deducted. Shake hands, good luck.
We've seen in the ring in a while. What I don't like is Oscar having a hard time. It's been for De La Hoya to maintain his concentration on this bout. Oba Carr's got to move around, land a shot, forget about the power. Second round of his bout with Felix back in '94. De La Hoya landing a left hand and wasn't all that hard a punch. And De La Hoya promised that he would not be cautious in the first round, and he is not. Is badly overtrained, George. Some of those who saw him in Big Bear saying too many rounds of sparring, too much running. If a fighter's overtrained, the problem is most, I'll be affected with the accuracy of his punches.
Getting into exchanges against a stronger man.
Yeah, he takes another left, and that left throws Carr's knees momentarily. Big first round for Oscar De La Hoya. And your punches shouldn't have any power when Oba Carr throws the punch. Keep him off balance.
It was a stiff jab that first startled Carr. De La Hoya promised to start faster than he
getting more range. He's being extra careful not to do that tonight. Got to give him a bit of respect. You just can't just walk right over. Pick your shots and do the same thing. De La Hoya fighting the first minute of the second round. Well, they've got to sell Oscar De La Hoya back on his left jab. Get the worst of it. Start to affect him. The thing about the jab for De La Hoya, set up, mount an attack. It's hard for him to set up and start a rhythm.
Yeah, Oscar is coming forward as promised, but in this round he hasn't been shooting many punches.
Another right hand by Carr. Oba Carr appearing to outwork Oscar De La Hoya in round 2.
The round, in my judgment.
Oba Carr's got the luxury now of being able to stay in position and let your opponent come to you. That's what you want in boxing. He's doing a good job of staying in position. He never pushes his right leg behind his left leg behind his right leg. But he appeared to be momentarily hurt by a left hand again and included more left hand artillery. Always behind the left. A knockout. He's the champion.
Good right hand by Carr.
When De La Hoya sits back. The only mistake is you don't want to get into exchanges with a good champion like Oscar.
Beating Oscar to the punch.
Yep, and he's doing a good job of it. The power is not in his shot. A good fighter. You follow him around without a jab. Carr being first. Now De La Hoya coming back.
As with Mayweather in the earlier fight, Carr's best punch has been that quick right hand right over the top.
28-28. Actually, 2 rounds to 1 Oba Carr. Jim, I got to tell you, you got to go along with the referee and call that first round 10-8 De La Hoya. But as replays will show later, I really believe Oscar was holding Oba Carr behind the head with his right hand when he hit him with the left and dropped him.
He's going to take more punches in return. Oba Carr is doing a fine job at left jab. He's not using any skills at this point. You don't want to do that. He realizes he's not the best fighter in the ring tonight, and his strategy is working. Good overhand rights every now and then. He never tries to finish Oscar once he hurt him. They trade again. Got to get that jab working and work on his combination and use his legs a little bit. Now the crowd begins to wake up a little and understand what they're seeing, which is that after the lopsided, so that this guy can look at you and you can hit him again with it. Jab a little more, but again, I make my point. When Oscar doesn't throw the jab, Carr can walk to a spot he likes, set up, and mount his attack. Part of the inner circle, although the inner circle is going to be narrowed after this fight. Oba Carr's doing a good job of body punching. Punches are getting right into that navel.
Fight an excellent fight. Whether people thought early on when in our introductions we would.
Oscar's got determination like no one you've ever seen. And he exerts some of that determination in going to Carr's body better than he did earlier in the fight. He's not handling it. He's just waiting his turn. And it takes a moment. Now Oscar's kicking the jab, but only sporadically. Listen to your people in the corner out there alone. It's a hard fight. You can win, but you gotta. It's hard because you're not listening. Headhunting can get himself into big trouble. Now Oba Carr is backing up.
Crowd quiet for the moment. Fifth round almost complete. There's a core of opinion, Hoya Cuarte, that Oscar has a hard time losing a decision. But what if Oba Carr clearly wins several rounds? It's not out of the question. As he proved in the 12th round against Cuarte.
He hasn't had any gift, even right now. We haven't told him to do much. It's about moving. He's still out there trying to win. Nothing hard, just touch him. Then he periodically lands some power to
boxing skills, immense boxing skills. You just wonder why a fighter with all that craft built up over the years.
Boy, that's not much else you have. Oba Carr staying right with his strategy. He takes a few left jabs here and there. Oscar touches his gloves every now and then. Touches his hand. Oscar has to start all over.
Them down in Tierras del Fuego like that.
At one point, 57-56. He's nervous about getting headbutted again. Steele didn't see it the first round, but got headbutted.
Now wait a minute, let's go.
Moves another point from Oba Carr to go with the point that he almost certainly lost on the knockdown in the first round. Hoya comes back. Yesterday, Gil Clancy, Richard Steele, intentionally bald to point out that intentionally bald Oba Carr might use his head as a butting weapon.
Yeah, but I would prefer a guy bald to butt me than a guy with hair. But
I still want to see the replay to see.
Hoya bouncing and more active than has been the case before. Carr lands a right hand on the swollen cheek and another one. The bleeding and the swelling will be below Oscar's left eye.
they happen to stop this fight because of the butt.
1 point, no blood.
Loses it.
And now Richard Steele removes another point from Oba Carr for low blow.
Oba Carr better realize if he want to win this fight, he better
Take a point away for that, but that is not a deliberate butt.
It's a damaging one, but maybe not deliberate.
That if the fight gets stopped because of that cut, we go to the scorecards.
That accidental butt, it's not. De La Hoya is fighting his fight. It's
to debate Richard Steele's ongoing dossier of victor by TKO. A lot of people thought that was the right decision. People thought that was a premature stoppage, and from that moment forward,
you know, everybody's entitled to make mistakes. I've never brought this up again, but since you did,
two hard left hooks by De La Hoya.
let's get to the fight.
and then you just wonder, is Oscar getting old soon or what? Now you go, Oscar. Use your legs. It's not good news. And will he move? Why hasn't he been moving all night?
Those remarkably quick hands of De La Hoya. But he gets a little bit wild sometimes. That left hand.
Carr is the leader in that category.
Now Oscar's gotten to be the counterpuncher here in this round.
He's obviously trained, possibly can, and even better.
Hard left hand inside by Carr, and De La Hoya retaliates with one of his own.
You always want to know where your guy's hands.
It happened against Miguel Angel Gonzalez. It happened against Chavez.
You got him using.
But he's again allowing Carr to establish the activity contrast as Oba throws most of the punches. And then, in round 8, hitting low.
Oba Carr's excellent fight. Excellent fight.
Harold, how do you have it through 9?
You know, Jim, very close Oscar De La Hoya. A commanding 4-point lead for De La Hoya.
What do you want to do? Oscar's doing what he has to do.
Don't hold him.
Move around the ring and nothing happens to him. Oscar just waits.
In round 9, the pattern once again obtained. De La Hoya landed more punches. Carr threw more.
Fist with Oscar De La Hoya.
That first round knockdown, Carr's shown a pretty good chin. He has taken some thunderous left hooks.
And Oscar's chin is held up.
Take a break, goes right back for a knockout.
Well, after the 12th round of the Cuarte fight, it
Threw a left hook to the body that time, was probably the best shot of the whole night.
and that left hook to the body, setting up 2 uppercuts that backed Carr up.
Carr's got to make certain he stay away from the left hand of Oscar.
With another crunching left hook and another uppercut.
Oscar breathing hard from here at ringside.
Yeah, because being a puncher takes a lot of oxygen.
Back east, no doubt, the support will be.
Can't make a, you got to be a moving target.
Another left hand by De La Hoya, and down goes Carr again. 4, 5. And Steele says that'll do it. Oba Carr just couldn't get it together, and Richard Steele stops the fight. A TKO for De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya hurts Carr too badly for Carr to be able to finish the fight. Trinidad's TKO of Carr came in the 8th round. De La Hoya does it in the 11th in a fight in which Carr had given Oscar a lot of trying moments. But when he gets his left hand into play, like that, he's a superior fighter.
Most importantly, he fell right on his face. That's not what you want to see.
It's hard to recover.
Oscar's got the power.
The winner, and still the undefeated WBC welterweight champion of the world from East LA, the Golden Boy,